But that is a good question. What is the tire sets? Three sets of tires. Okay.
Yeah, and we're going to be pitting around lap 44.
Okay.
The qualifying
We get
complete
about
here, Charlotte.
44, 45 attempt.
Right into it. Let's take a look at our starting grid. On the pole position with a lap time of 29.479
Looks like that's about pushing it too. 130 laps.
McCann outside front row. 37 thousandths off that top time. It's the 71 of Connor Leach. Outside front row, sorry, second row is going to be Dylan Bryant to the number 52, flanked by the 32 of Nick Biddy. Row number 3 belongs to Skylar Herod and Ryan Pasoko. Row 4, it's Caleb Sisk in the 6th, and then Chris Goins starting in the 8th spot. Row 5 belongs to Mike Corvu and Joe David. Starting 11th will be the 33
Did Byron get your
racing machine Verdiani. 12th
He did, yeah.
belongs to Chris Klein.
Okay, cool. How'd it come out?
Yeah, it looks good.
13th
I haven't raced it yet,
Tommy
though.
Welch. 14th
Gotcha.
is Jesse Redding. Paul Durkee will roll off 15th. Tom Barish qualifies in the 16th spot. 17th starter, it's the number 90 Motorsports entry of Carson Rowland. Mark Collins will start 18th. 19th starter is Ryan Kemper. 20th, Scott Milner. 21st, Jared Woodard. 22nd, Double O Joe. 23rd is the 5 of Mark Truxell. Justin Lawson rolls from the 24th position. 25th starter, Sean Roberts. 26th, Eddie Rose. Last but not least, out of Canada, it's the 24 of Rick LePage, rounding out the field in 27th. Your starting grid from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Still waiting for a couple of drivers to hit the grid. That would be Chris Goins and Mark Collins. Still waiting for them to appear here at the starting grid so we can get this pace car rolling. Packed house again here at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
I think I have the option of picking the top. That's probably the winning lane, but I'm not going to.
If I'm not mistaken, you do. Because didn't you choose the outside line a few races back, and nobody had ever heard of that before, and they kind of made it known that leader does have choice.
Yeah,
I'm just going to stay here, though. I believe I do have the option, but
69-degree ambient temperature.
we're just going to send it.
98% humidity, borderline getting ready to rain here.
I'm just calling it out in case Connor beats me on this restart here.
Pulling slightly, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Drivers working on a 90% fuel load this evening. 2 sets of tires.
All right, buddy. It's all on you.
No,
ready to go.
0.
Good luck.
Zillage.
Thank you.
3 green, white checkered finishes if it comes down to it.
Green
You're in the zone
green
now.
flag.
He timed that perfectly.
Outside. Stay low, there's a car on the high side. Stay low.
No, the bottom was the
clear,
winner.
all clear.
Okay.
You are clear. Nice work.
You got one inside.
Looking inside, looking low. Door.
Clear low,
Turns
clear low.
3 and
You got
4.
one
Hold on.
inside.
The truck
All
begins to
clear,
get
all
ready to
clear.
make the hard left
Good
turn.
job. All right, keep it going.
There it
You got one
goes.
inside.
You're gonna have 32 inside now.
Man with the green in hand.
Top side's a little slick.
And there we are, off and running from Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Yep, to start off with. Still left front. All right, inside now. He's pinching you up a little bit. Now he's all the way on the bottom. Hold your line.
Field through the first couple of corners.
There you go.
Ryan McCann.
Clear inside.
Just half a tenth over Connor Leach, but Leach gets to the inside and the entrance to turn number 3. McCann real loose in the middle of the corner, chasing it up the racetrack, dog tracking, dirt tracking. Dog
All right, left front.
Either way.
You are there. Hold it off the wall. There you go. He's kind of pinching you up, trying to grab a little bit of that left rear. He's all the way down to the bottom now. You're going to have some momentum off the high side. Drag race to the line. Looks like this lap will be yours by a fender. Lap led. Still there, left rear. Still there, left rear. All right, he went back on down.
Runs extremely well at a heavy favorite coming into this evening. Lots of racing.
Side by side.
3 laps up on
Still trying to pack some on the left rear. Very tight, very tight. There you go.
And now looks to the outside. He wants the race lead.
Still side by side.
Leach.
Off the corner, still there. Left rear still. Pinching you up, pinching you up. Hold your line. There you go. All right, he's all the way on the bottom.
Side to the lead through the dog leg. Coming to the stripe. McCann's going to get a lap lead there. Still to the outside of the 71.
Yep, he's absolutely playing with that. There we go. Still side all the way down on the line. Coming up, coming up. Boy, he is not giving you any room at all, Brian. All right, still left front.
Here, Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Very clear. There you go. Make him loose. Right front. Door. Nothing for you. Stay in it. You're going to be clear on exit. There it is. Keep it low, keep it low. He's going to try a crossover. There you go. Way to stay in front.
Got our lead.
Right rear. Kind of keeping you down a little bit, pinching you tight, pinching you. All right, he's all the way up. He is playing with lines.
He wants to lead bad.
Still door.
Just like me.
Keeping you pinched down, keeping you pinched down.
McCann and Leach. Leach comes off at turn number 2.
He is staying on you, Brian.
Switch things up now. Leach at top of the racetrack. McCann to the bottom. May have better success down low.
Still, again, trying to grab a little bit of right rear. This time, not able to turn in so much. You had a little bit of a gap to open up the wheel on exit.
Battles back to the outside.
Right front.
Alongside, just about a nose to the right rear of the 7 of McCann. Through turn
Still there, side by side, absolutely packing it on each other.
Picture a couple of times in the top 5 run in formation down the back.
This makes me feel like Nashville.
I like the call-outs.
Another wiggle from Brian McCann. These guys are hanging on to it. They got to be careful. It's so early on here. I know we're having a blast watching this battle.
Still there, still side. He's going to get a little bit of a shot here from the 32. 32 is going to give him a little bit of a bump. Try to give him the lead. It says shop teammates. There you go, right rear. He got a little tight on exit that time. You're going to lead this one. Maybe that would have been a drag race. All right, he's about a half a lane up that time. Trying to turn it in. He's got nothing for you. All the way up by the wall. He's got no help, neither do you. There you go, pack it on him a little bit. He went full bore in. I think he's going to get a little tight. He's making him a little loose. There you go.
We touched again. Oh boy, we're going to end up wrecking each other.
Dan trying to fight off 2 of the S3 drivers. Now Biddy takes a peek to the outside. Might go 3 wide here. Real loose on exit is the 3rd.
All right, outside again. All right, this time he didn't quite pinch you down. I'm going to guess he's might be feeling it a little bit.
I don't know what it is about these guys. They just won't quit. Yeah.
Still there. Now he's kind of on you. About a half a lane up.
Rear of Connor Leach in the middle of turn 4.
There you go.
Drivers know the talent they're working with from one to the other. They
Still outside.
Without being
side by side.
Of course, anybody can make a mistake. I don't care how good you are.
There you go. All the way through. Still outside. He's pinching you now. All right, he couldn't hold it. Moved up about half a lane. Right front. Back outside. The more he runs up there, the tighter he's going to get. Still side by side. He's about half a lane up, trying to turn down. He's got nothing, washing up track a little bit. There you go. Side by side.
Much out front. Side by side battle for the lead. Brian McCann down low in the 7. Up top to 71 of Connor Leach.
Still outside. You couldn't turn down into you that time. You got a little tight on exit. It's going to help you.
Behind Dylan Bryant. Third place running is the 3 of Skylar Herod. Meanwhile, that's all happening behind this top spot battle.
There you go. Still there.
He's going to lead that one just by a few inches.
Right front.
Incredible driving we're seeing here at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Still outside. His back end's getting a little tail happy.
Laps here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. How they've managed to not wreck.
Something tells me he's trying to make a couple of adjustments inside.
The starting point of this race, it's just going to get that much more exciting as we get closer and closer to the end.
There you go.
Teams at Brian McKinney.
Hold the head a little bit there. Still now right rear. Not pinching you. Not pinching you. On you tight this time. He's got nothing though. He's sliding up track just a little bit. God, this has to be fun right now.
We are just stuck side by side.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Basically, you're side drafting each other all the way through.
Oh, I got tight there.
Hold it down, Brian. Hold it down. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I saw that.
The point that everybody who's watching already knows.
I guess the bottom lane is the one that's worse.
The lead. Wow.
Good job, sir.
We're 16 laps in, and these guys are just still side by side. What a run these guys are having. And somehow they're still putting distance on third place. It's not much. Just under a half second as McCann inches back the race.
Gotta love Steven. And somehow they're still putting distance on third place.
Seems that everybody else in the field has gotten the message to go single file here and take care of their stuff, but not these two. They're ready to go after it. Maybe some contact there in turn 4. Leach slips up the track a bit. McCann down low. Truck width between them, and now
We unfortunately killed our tires, so here comes Dylan.
Down into turn 1. That's also allowed Dylan Bryant to close the gap in by about a couple of truck lengths now.
Crash didn't go out on me.
Pretty much 18 laps side by side almost. Awesome.
Let's make it 19.
Leach burping the throttle sent us.
There you go. Not clear, right rear. You got a little loose. You might have it on exit. Nope, still there, right rear, very rear, right rear. If you have anything and you send it into 1 and 2, you'll clear them. There you go, clear up. Nice work, Brian.
And back to the inside.
Thank you, thank you.
Now make that clean air work for you.
Dylan Bryant now going to be part of this mix.
Oh yeah, you're pulling away from him on exit.
Out there right now, just unbelievable run by these top 2 drivers. Dylan Bryant again trying to be part of this mix as well. Truck length and a half, maybe 2 off the leaders.
And he actually just lost second too.
Yeah, Dylan was fast. That's why I wanted to go.
Yeah.
Oh, Skylar Herod off turn 2, gets the outside wall a bit. That's going to break his momentum. Biddy had already passed the 3, so move Biddy back to the 4th position. As they run, the top 5, 1 through 5, still in their qualifying positions, but not for long. Dylan Bryant now going to take a look to the inside on Connor Leach for that 2nd spot. Bryant gets in there, slides it up the racetrack. Leach pulls it down to the bottom of the racetrack, trying to cross over, but not enough momentum to get it.
Whole lot of separation. The first side-by-side battle is back in 11th. Everybody else has a little bit of a gap between each other or between each position.
Ryan McCann McCann certainly welcoming this. Watch the two of these guys fight it out for the second spot. Might give the 7 some breathing room, but at the same hand, Leach and McCann battling the way they had the first 20 laps. It's certainly putting more heat and wear into those Goodyear tires. See a whole lot of that from Dylan Bryant, which might be why he's been able to reel in and pass Connor Leach, now trying to do the same with Brian McCann for the race lead. Albert Anderson makes a good point in the chat. Dylan has the best seat in the house right now. Well, right now, I think the best seat in the house is going to be the one that's got nobody out in front. So right now, one more position to go for Dylan Bryant, and he'll have the best view of the neighborhood. Free falling now. He's lost a ton of ground. He's now back to the 4th position. Nick Biddy's picking up 3rd. And that's got to be what's going on here with the 71. Might have just overcooked his stuff in the early goings here at Charlotte.
Yeah, Connor's falling back to P4.
20 laps with McCann and Leach fighting the way that they were. I would say Leach was on the low groove the majority of that time. So this turn-in is a little bit tighter. It's marginal, but it is still tighter than what Brian McCann was able to utilize on the top side of the racetrack. May have taken care of his tires a little bit better than the 71. Also now about a half-second advantage back to Dylan Bryant.
Dylan got a little tight right there. Yeah, you gained 2/10 on him. All that was going on for the first 20 laps. We're already first 20 laps rather. 28 laps into a run. So if you're talking about pitting on lap 45, that's going to come up pretty quick. Lap 30 next time by.
Oh yeah. Get this race over with quick.
27 laps in, McCann still in charge. Dylan right 1 second, about 6.5 tenths back from the 7. It's quite a distance back now to 3rd place Nick Biddy. Dylan Bryant carrying about a 1.4 second advantage over the 32. Connor Leach is stabilized in the 4th spot. And Chris Goins up 3 spots in P5. Skylar Hare, like we said early on, smacked the outside wall on corner exit. Has continued on, but he's losing a little bit of ground now as Chris Goins occupies the top 5 instead of...
You won't have to worry about lap traffic for a while. As you come off 2, the last lap car is just entering the tri-oval.
Oh, that wall comes up quick.
Yeah, it did.
I tried a different angle that time, did not work.
But still another 10.5 though in your pocket.
Skylar Hare gets the wall another time, this time on a turn number 4, and it opens the door for Chris Klein. Klein goes to the inside. He'll take over the 6th position. Hare now back.
That's a lot better there.
Mike Corbu, the next one in line to try to pick up the spot from the 3.
That looked really smooth.
Away on the 3 truck. Could be tires, could be that first impact with the wall, flattening out that right rear of the truck. Takes away some side force, makes it a little bit looser in the corner.
Track is down 4 degrees, down to 74. No Derek tonight so far.
Though he looks like he's
I don't know. I don't know where he's at.
Behind Aaron Jesse Redding, battle of his own with Caleb Sisk. Caleb now up to the 9th position, or could I say down? He's lost a couple of spots in the drop to green flag. Started 7th.
How'd your kart race go last weekend?
Decent. I was like mid-pack. I can't remember.
We've talked about that in the open during qualifying.
I improved all day. Well, actually, I qualified fourth, but then got immediately shuffled back. I was involved in one wreck.
In this case,
Bit my Nerf bar up.
Very cautious in the early running of this race, taking care of the tires. Now he's at a point where it's time to go because he was gentle on those tires early on, and it's starting to pay off.
We're going to try a different motor next race.
Okay.
Zisk has picked up a couple of spots in the last handful of laps. Took it from Redding, now Mike Corbu's back behind him. Next in sights is...
I have a buddy that's gotten into the kart tire business. It's Kenner Brown.
This really demonstrates the benefits of taking care of your stuff early on. These two drivers, the 6 and the 3, they're on the same team, so they all have access.
Just sells kart tires or manufacturers?
How to get around.
I think it just sells them.
But in this case, there's two different ones at play. Herod was quick out of the gate. Caleb Zisk lost some spots out of the gate. Here he is now battling with the 3-4 position. Herod is down 2 spots, at least for now. It's going to be 3 here if Caleb can get on by. His tires likely going away, whereas Zisk not quite there yet.
A little close there.
Finally clear the 3 down the backstretch. Caleb stays put though, doesn't want to force his way up in front of Herod.
1 second gap now over Bryant, climbing a little bit.
Though trying to battle back around the 6.
You gain distance on him in 1 and 2, and you're about even in 3 and 4.
Last lap, Caleb Zisk was a 31.63, whereas Herod ran a 31.71.
He's not wrapping the line in 3 and 4 at all, but he's having to put a little bit more extra
right now is the
wheel into it. Either that or he's a little loose. And he's not wrapping the bottom in 1 and 2 either.
Start to set sail here, reel in that lead pack.
It's kind of in that middle groove.
From P6 up to the race lead. Zisk down to the bottom of the racetrack in 1 and 2.
So that kind of tells me that he's having a problem getting the truck to the bottom.
Exit of turn number 2. No smoke. Still side by side now in 3 and 4. Flying goes way up the racetrack and to try to have that run out of the corner.
You definitely gained some on the car in last place as well.
It's cleared.
As you go into 3, the last place car just came across the start straight.
Teammate Nick Biddy about 2.1 seconds ahead of Caleb as it runs. 39 laps complete here from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Laps just ticking away.
Chris Klein is pitting. That's like, what, 4 or 5 laps early?
Yeah, that's a little early.
Advantage for the 7.
I'm going to run it dry.
Okay.
Dylan Bryant with a healthy lead over Connor Leach as well. 3 seconds back is the 71. Chris Gomes continues to work his way towards the front. He's in 4th now. Nick Biddy 5th. Gomes takes a look to the inside of the dog leg. Does he have room? Almost cuts the corner too short. Wondering if that was too short. Still side by side nonetheless. We'll see if Gomes gets
3 more laps.
The system will tell him to slow down if it was a shortcut. He may have gotten away with one. And this is the battle for the third spot. Chris Goins, the number 4, in the blue truck down low. The 71 of Connor Leach up top.
Let me go ahead and get you ready now. All right, all set. I'm going to give you back your spotter.
Chris Goins.
Not like you really need to be reminded that you're in the first pit stall, but you know.
Back to start finish. 1/3 distance here.
Braking in turn 1.
Ken just checked out here. About 10 truck lengths plus. Back to the 52 of Bryant.
No caution, you're all good.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
1350.
That battle for third, though, has allowed Bryant to gain some more ground on third place. Now Chris Goins and Connor Leach is going to come to pit lane. Lap 44 up
Don't
on the
forget
board.
to pit
First
this
pit
lap for more
stop's
fuel.
underway. This might be premature, maybe not. Looks like Scott Milner is going to come down, and it's Milner spins. Entering pit lane, no caution as he's safely off the racing surface. He'll have to get straightened out. Connor Leach going to
good.
continue down pit lane.
I got it.
Straight. There you go.
Wow, Milner
Good
I got
job.
holding.
straightened
No,
out.
I got speeding. Dang it. I even took it easy.
Did you?
Yeah.
Ah,
Car 52.
4 tires and
Taking the
fuel.
lead.
Oh, boy.
Connor
well,
Leach
we'll work our way back through.
1.
4 truck
Right
pitting
here.
lap 4 pitting.
should be able to break this race up and make it a 2-stopper.
Too much rear brake.
21 this time.
May need to save a little bit of fuel depending on how much he's got in the tank.
Pitting now, pitting
Connor Leach down and away.
The leader
Oh, well.
pitting now.
We had a
Again, continues to
we had a
lead.
really good
Pit stops underway. Paul
first stint
Durkee
there.
in the box. He has to back it up a little bit. Justin Lawson also in the pits.
Yeah.
And who is that in the back? Is that
Good thing this race is kind of, you get a mulligan, I guess you could say.
spun the truck out? Maybe not completely, but had a moment. That's going to cost him a lot of ground. It's going to put him in some lap traffic
Derek.
or at least some dirty air when he gets back out there.
Nah, we were the fastest truck on the track, Derek, and too much rear brake bias coming in the pits. Should have just locked it down.
Replay here with
The leader
McCann coming to
now.
pit lane just a moment ago.
All right, you got
That's it,
3
go.
seconds.
You got
Locks
one
him up.
outside. Be mindful,
tank
you only
slap.
have 1 set of
Did
charge
a
remaining.
great job
Stay
keeping
low,
it from
there's
coming
a car
all the way
on high
around.
side.
Hopefully he got slowed down enough.
Stay low.
Truck right rear,
Clear
truck
high,
right rear,
clear
clear up. Just be careful, careful.
And it appears no. Ryan McCann still sits on pit lane. 30, 31,
There you go.
32 seconds. Ticking.
How many laps down am I?
40-second penalty
One.
for
All right.
Ryan McCann as he waits in the pit.
Checking now.
The only positive of this.
I know, right?
I know we run relatively short races here. This one, I think, just
We don't
shy
even use the
of
brake on the track, so
You are last, 1 lap down.
that was a rookie move having that
You
brake
need to get
bias set
by
back.
Rose in order to gain the free pass spot.
A 55-second pit stop
He's 5 seconds ahead of me.
service with 40 seconds of penalty for race leader
Yep.
Ryan McCann. Meanwhile, Ryan Pasoko from the race lead, he'll hit pit lane. Verdiani, Roberts, Collins, Bennett all on pit road.
Now everybody's gonna be like, no caution, no caution, no
Car
caution.
18 has taken the lead.
Pasoko down and away. A very rare mistake out of Ryan McCann. You do not see that, especially here in Charlotte.
I jinxed myself last week talking about Charlotte.
Well,
Chris Klein to the
Everybody makes mistakes.
Now, Chris Klein made his pit stop, 4 tires and fuel, about lap 40. Quick stop, but he has taken over the race lead, so it shows you the difference.
I gotta get around 2 people.
Tires versus old. He was basically able to undercut those drivers that waited to pit.
Another one go lap down.
Put Chris in a great position.
Yeah,
as far as
Paul.
fuel economy is concerned, as he's got a battle now from the
Oh,
other
yeah.
side. Bryant looking to the inside. He's got 6 lap newer tires, but Chris holds his line middle of the racetrack. He does not have to come up.
But once you catch Rose, Verdiani's right in front of him.
Could have Just assumed that he...
And actually, something tells me that they're battling because you just made up a ton of time on them.
Klein now gets to the inside of Paul Ferdiani.
You're gaining on the car.
Like a half second or more.
Albert Anderson making a very good point in this.
Yep, they're side by side.
Not able to drive here tonight, having a back issue.
I'm on it.
To get into the truck and compete this season. Should be back next week.
30.16.
But Albert says I wouldn't count Brian out. He's fast enough to make that time up. He is fast enough, but we saw it. He's not Superman. We saw Connor Leach able to hang with him right on his door for 20-plus laps. And honestly, this place to Brian McCann is much like, well, this place was the Jimmy Johnson back in the day. There was a reason they called it Lowe's Motor Speedway, because he just owned this place. Real curious to see how Brian performs here in lap traffic, though. It's going to be a tall order. Brian's still out there, but he is listed dead last in 27. 1 lap down, and he's not even the first truck a lap down. He's got to make up some spots here. If that caution comes out, he's not going to be the lucky dog, at least yet. Meanwhile, out front, Dylan.
You'll see Ferdiani first, just now cracked the 2-second mark. And then Rose is about a second ahead of him.
Derek, and I didn't even make it 1 lap in P4. I hit that bump you told me not to hit.
Sisk through the pit cycle has jumped up some spots as well. He's in the top 5, runs 4th with Chris Goins himself.
What is it, the red and black truck?
See Brian McCann right there behind.
I believe so.
6th position, but still 27th for Brian McCann.
Yeah, it's the red and black truck that's up high right now, yeah.
And really, unfortunately for McCann, this race is run very clean so far.
Got one outside.
We are almost halfway. Knock on wood.
He's outside.
Caution.
He's a little loose, clear.
Clear high. Got one inside.
Granted, right now, McCann doesn't want one. He's got to reel in 26th and 25th. That'd be Paul Ferdiani and Eddie Rose. Big short work.
There's another one that sped. We got 4 now.
Position, and then hope he gets a caution. That's the only way he's going to get back on the lead lap, at least right now. I cannot see in this amount of time left in this race McCann getting a lap back naturally.
Yeah, to Pasoko now. These guys are just falling by the wayside. Okay. So 2.7 now up to Rose. And then 4 seconds up to Pasoko.
Mike putting a lap on the 2.
But those times are falling.
Top 3 pretty well separated. Caleb Sisk in the 4th spot. Not really being...
Rose is the 88. That bright red machine just up ahead of you.
To see how much courtesy, I guess you could say, that Sisk is going to give to Brian McCann here. If I'm Sisk, I'm not going to make it easy for the 7. I know Sisk isn't the leader right now, but every truck that the 7 passes en route to getting that lap back increases the likelihood you're going to have to deal with them later on in the race. So if I'm the 6, I'm not moving over. I'm not making it easy. I'm going to race you like this is 4th position because I want to keep you a lap down.
All right, Pasoko is coming up right in front of you.
Shady racing.
There he is. He got a little loose, lost the spot. Now behind you, clear.
Right now out to a 2-second lead.
Now Cecil Rose is less than a second ahead, and he's that red, that next truck up ahead.
Shape up between the 6 and the 7. Again, not for position.
You may have to choose a different line to get around him.
Really, all I got to get around is Cecil, then I can just cruise.
And actually now closing in on Ryan Pasoko in the 2. That's a position for the 7. Eddie Rose not too far ahead either, so he's getting closer.
All right, well, they're side by side.
Just needs to get clear of Eddie Rose and then get that caution. So Brian's doing what he has to do for now.
There you go.
Seems content.
Outside.
Riding with the 6 for the time.
He's up in a wall, clear.
Try and get that lap back the hard way. He's got to put himself in position first.
Yeah, so we're good now.
Ryan, you're the first truck 1 lap down now. Nope, I take that back. Hold on.
Bryant just
Oh, Scott. Scott did it too.
back to the 71.
Now you got to catch Milner. Yep, 5 seconds up.
Last lap about 3/10 faster than second place. Dylan Bryant cruising out there.
The leader keeps lapping people.
Be detrimental to him later on.
Yeah.
Eddie Rose got a caught there.
That's true, Derek.
Line. He's got Sisk to the inside. Brian McCann coming in behind. McCann's going to jump to the inside here, take the spot.
So really, I gotta catch the leader and pass him.
Up Brian McCann.
So I'm big screwed here.
Can change rapidly as Dylan Bryant begins to pick up and catch lap prep.
Wrap it up, boys. It ain't looking good.
Now it's Milner who's the first truck one lap down. We just said that. 'Cause every time that leader passes a new truck, puts another one lap down, it creates more work for Brian McCann.
It would take a miracle.
Bryant in the Phantom Steel Toyota Tundra TRD Pro still out in front. And this is
It's basically going to take you getting back on the lead lap and then a couple of cautions with being able to get through the field pretty decently.
that lead over Connor Leach. I just worry that he's pushing a little too hard too soon. You don't need to build that big of a gap. We saw it earlier in that first run. Caleb Sisk saved his tires very aggressively in the first, I don't know, 20, 30 laps.
Down to 3.5 seconds up to Milner.
Six appear towards the front of the
And he is still the last car. I'm sorry, he's still the first car 1 lap down.
Sit with Bryant has built up that gap back to the 71, likely to disappear if Connor Leach is back there saving the stuff.
Ain't no way I'm getting around the leader.
I don't know, you're able to keep him behind you and pull away before.
Sisk still in the third spot. Puts some distance on Frisco. Brian McCann able to hang with him for now.
Yeah, but if there was Vegas odds on it, I would recommend betting against me.
I'd be leaving the casino. Yeah. Although, I don't know, if truck's red. I might have to bet on red on the roulette wheel.
Dog position. Not half the straightaway back from Brian McCann.
We only got one set of tires in the pits, so there ain't no
One truck
weird strategy we can do there.
still out in front. There's still lap traffic just ahead. The 23 of Mark Collins. We go down a lap here soon. Tom Parrish, the same boat, the number 55. Every truck Bryant laps, the harder it will become.
May have to bank on
We are just
either Milner or Barish or Collins or somebody else making another mistake getting on the pit road.
Track Limits Network side by
I
side.
would basically have to get multiple cautions.
We'll be back after this.
I met Marcos Garza when we were doing radiothons for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We needed sponsors to help us raise money, and he's always the first one to jump in. I would describe Marcos and his team as upstanding, someone you can trust, and he is just a genuine guy.
Marcos has been very generous. He has a genuine concern.
Are you going to be clear up on exit?
You need somebody that cares about you. And that's what Marcos is, and that's pretty much what this firm is.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Barish is now the last truck on the lead lap as you got by Milner. And I hate to say, Brian, another 5 seconds up. Coming to lap 70 next time by, so we're past halfway. Looks like got about 23 laps left in the tank.
Oh, there's one.
Yep, there's the caution.
Need a couple more.
But, yeah.
Dang, I didn't even see them.
Let's see. Yep. Who was involved in that?
Two stuck in the wall.
Nick Biddy and Ryan Kemper.
Give me fuel only.
This is going to be interesting. Okay, I was going to say, yeah.
Out there.
I doubt anybody's going to take a tire. Well, I don't know. Maybe they take a tire and I get a lap back naturally.
Me? Or just rights or just lefts. Save something for later. So fuel only still?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what you're set up for. Giving you back the spotter.
They stayed out to trap me. They know.
Pit box in 10,
They're scared.
5, 3, 2,
But
1.
this clumps everybody,
Right here.
everybody back up. So the lap cars that you were racing are now going to be right in front of you. So this is like best case scenario.
That's it, go! Line up single file. Catch the 52 car.
Just got to get in front of Paul now.
Back at Charlotte Motor Speedway, first caution of the night here about lap 71.
Yep.
Looks like Nick Biddy and Ryan Kemper in.
So now our strategy is
And
to
like I
just
was
run or
saying,
tank
now you don't
dry.
have to make up, 5 or 6 seconds. He's going to be right there.
Let's take a look at what just happened.
Yeah.
Biddy just opened it up a little bit, got up the racetrack and into the path of it looks like Kemper there. They come together in turn 1.
Careful on a restart. It's going to be a little interesting.
But I got a set of tires.
Paul Ferdiani actually just went down pit road.
Here again, I don't believe McCann's going to get his lap back here.
Car by.
Maybe Milner or Barish.
Let the 5 car by.
Could be even Tommy Welch. We'll see how this plays out here once we get the one to
Let the
go. Who
00
gets to
car by. He
wave
had
around?
position when the yellow flag came out.
This caution of the night's going to bunch everybody up. Some drivers did opt to hit pit lane, but it looks like every.
All right, Brian, you are now the first truck 1 lap down.
Not.
Track temps come down a couple more degrees, down to 72.
And interestingly enough, it's showing Caleb Sisk has yet to make a pit stop tonight. I don't know if I should trust that. I don't think it's possible. It shows he took some time on pit lane, but it doesn't.
I'm seeing the
show
same thing
a
where
lap
Caleb
or
hasn't gone down pit road yet.
Mine shows me he pitted at 47.
But it does appear Brian
Okay,
McCann's
so we're-
still going to be
our
a lap down.
program
No, now the
both
first
wrong
truck
then.
1 lap down. So again, still waiting for another
Sorry, Chris,
caution.
forgot to turn the motor
Get
on.
himself back in position to be on the lead lap, but he needs a little bit of
All
luck
good,
to fall
that's why they
his
give him
way
the brake
after some
pedal.
bad luck early on coming to pit lane.
All right, bud. Pace truck's down. Watching the 6 now. Ready, 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 and go, go, go. You're clear up. Is kind of keeping you pinched. Now you're clear of him. Now you got one more up high.
So far,
That's 79 up high.
6 here.
You're going to be clear on exit. Clear, clear.
Not out of it yet. Still work to do. Pace truck is in. The front row is going to be the teammates of Caleb Sisk and Connor Leach. Green flag in the air.
Wreck him. Somebody wreck. Somebody throw a water bottle out.
Not yet. You want like another 5 to 9 laps for a wreck.
Yeah, that would be.
All right, you clear up. 34's in the wall.
Actually, what would be spectacular if they run out of fuel or force the pit under green, and then then a caution comes out.
Looks like the 13 of Paul Durkee caught the wall on the restarts.
That would be nice.
I would have Superman
Speaking
tires.
of tires and fuel and all that, it looks like everybody inside the top 8 went down pit road and grabbed 4 tires from 9th through looks like 14th was either fuel only or fuel in rights or lefts.
Here at Charlotte.
And actually add that all the way back to 17th. And then behind that, it looks like Mark Collins, Tom Barish, and yourself all the same as well. So I think there's either a whole lot of fuel and maybe one side or the other, or just fuel. Outside. Clear.
Break 'em.
Things pretty calm here in the top 15.
Spin 'em out.
Everybody seems to allow for the time being. Oh, one truck a little loose. Looks like it was Tommy Welch out of turn number 2. Gathers it up. Keeps it facing the right direction, but it'll lose some ground here. Scott Miller goes on by. Oh, loose again off of 4. Welch having a whale.
There's one.
Hanging on.
Oh.
Almost.
Up front, the battles begin. Sean Roberts in the 333 with Chris Klein up top. Side by side out of 4 through the dog leg. Mike Corbu in tow with the 33.
Thank you, Derek.
333, that is.
This is called the camera car.
Right.
Oh, some contact with Sean Roberts and Chris Klein. Forces the 18 down the racetrack. Once again, he hangs onto it.
Still outside.
That's something Chris Klein's not going to forget.
You are clear up.
Well, Lawson on a
A little bit slower truck in front of me now.
on Roberts.
There you go.
Roberts gets clear, continues to march forward.
Right front.
Roberts now into P4. Started 25th.
Still right rear. Now outside, up by the wall. Now right rear.
Meanwhile, Skylar Harrod is taking the
Clear going in.
from Connor Leach.
You are clear up.
Sisk Speed Shop driver still occupying the top 3 positions. Sean Roberts, though, apparently on the move. Putting some distance now on drivers he's just recently passed, and Lawson Corey.
Outside, bogged down a little bit in front of you.
Holy crap, it's getting loose.
Yep. Going to be outside, about a lane and a half up. Still there on exit. Right front, a little bit of draft. Hold up, check up, check up, check up. There you go. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Roberts working on Connor Leach now for 3rd. This battle just about to get excited.
You got in a little bit better than he did.
You got to send it.
I know you want the caution, but if you're part of the caution, you don't get that lap back.
I know. I checked up big time. I don't want to wreck nobody.
I get it. I get it. All right, inside now.
I don't want to be on the outside either in case they wreck.
It's right on board here.
Looks like Double O's thinking about who he wants to go with.
High camera.
Yeah, I know.
Continue to watch this battle for third.
Left rear, you are clear. Good job.
Connor Leach third as we ride on board with Sean Roberts in fourth.
All right, right front. Outside. Little loose. It's going to give you another spot. 20 in the wall. I wish it was like an actual spot, not just working your way through the field of trucks on the lead lap.
John_YT is now following.
Definitely getting some conflicting data here from iRacing. It says Joe David's top speed was 237 miles an hour. Unless he's out there in an Indy car, I don't believe it. So the battle for third, he's on. Connor Roberts in the 333 and Connor Leach hanging on to third for the time being. Leach just looking for a window to jump through.
$18 this time.
You got 31 in the tank. I'm gonna actually give you your spotter back just in case there's any kind of a tire issue. I don't think there would be, but you never know.
Down the back straightaway. Sisk still getting a 2-second advantage over the rest of these drivers.
The car in front is pitting.
I can save. No, I can't save to make it. So everybody's gonna have to pit.
Yeah. And I think that actually that window just opened up working lap 90 of 130. So if we were talking about splitting it between 40 and 45 laps, there's 40 laps to go.
Force the issue too much. Knowing we got one more pit stop to worry about. While Chris Klein has pulled off the racetrack, he hits pit lane. Klein sits in his pit stall, right side tire change. Sunoco race fuel.
That is true, Derek.
Final stop for the driver number 18. Left side tire change, 4 tires in fuel for the 18 of Chris Klein. He is down and away, 16:58.
I don't wish anybody has a bad race, but I do wish for a caution.
Today, as far as that's concerned, back out there in this drive.
No doubt.
Meanwhile, the race leader, Caleb, sits 2.1 seconds ahead of teammate Skylar Herod. Connor Leach maintaining the third position for now. Only about a 10th up on Sean Roberts. You can see he's right there on the tailgate of the 71. 40 laps remain here for Charlie. Paul Durkee and Justin Lawson, 2 of the GOATs, coming down to pit. Rick LePage as well. So if I'm Brian McCann in this position here, I'm going to stay out as long as I can in his position. He's the first truck 1 lap down again. If the caution comes out, he'd get the lucky dog. But this is when those cautions can become more possible. Green flag pit stops trying to get rolled up as not a leader Connor Leach or second place Connor Leach, that is, comes to pit lane.
The leader is pitting now.
Hey, Chuck. Yeah, we're kind of rooting for a caution here. Actually, now that they pitted, let them get a few laps on their tires and then a caution. Like, if I can get a caution around 110 or so, that'd be money.
Yes,
I mean, I'll take one now.
First truck, one lap down.
I heard reckon.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, and no, I didn't even get a replay for it, so I'm not quite sure what it was, but we're still green.
See, the problem is Caleb just came out, so he's going to pass me, and he's one lap down. So that's going to take my lucky dog, unless I get around Sean.
Have a slow car on the bottom. Go high.
So Herod, Sisk, Corvu, Joe David all on the pit lane. Final time of the night, likely.
I think Cecil was the one that had that problem. He was going down pit road really, really slow.
The 14.4 seconds.
Caleb's going to pass me in about 2 or 3 laps.
333 pitting.
Oh, there goes Sean, so that's good.
Now again, some varying strategy here. Sean Roberts looks like he came down at lap 47.
I really need to get around Chris now.
71.
And I can't.
Story all the way
He's got fuel.
To the 11th or 12th spot. Those drivers going to wait.
So he can make it.
So before they can come down.
So he ain't going.
Don't think they've got enough to go.
So really, the race is right here.
When they made that stop.
Closing on you. The gap is
See how this plays out.
Sean's going down pit road.
Maintaining a 1.27 second advantage back and forth of Chris Gomes. See Brian McCann third in line there, but he's still not on the lead lap. He is 10th, 1 lap down. Meanwhile, Sean Roberts will pull down to pit.
The car in front is pitting. Got one outside.
They'll give the race lead now to Chris Gomes.
There you go, outside.
Stay low, there's a car on the high side.
All right. 6 car coming up fast. Very fast. Not clear.
Also in the
Oh, holding him up big time, ain't we?
Still there.
4 trucks still outside. Yeah, that's okay. You can wait. All
for Sean, 14.48.
right, you're clear up.
Got one
wrapping
inside.
up his service as well, 14.80 for the 5.
Still there. Hold the line.
My bad, Lawson. I didn't know where
Still
you
there.
were.
The car behind.
Brian McCann now trying to get his lap
You're clear.
He'll take it from Chris Gomes here into turn number 3. Gomes not likely to push the issue too much, knowing he still needs to make a pit stop as well. But here comes Caleb Sisk. Sisk all over the back bumper of Brian McCann. Sisk trying to get back in the lead lap as well. Up the racetrack goes the 7 out of turn number 2. To the inside is Caleb Sisk. Sisk shown in the 8th position, now 7th. Connor Leach going to push the 6 around. Now McCann still on the lead lap as he runs ahead of Chris Gomes.
A lot of separation on track,
Got
Brian.
one outside.
Definitely gonna need a little bit of luck on our side.
Stay low, there's a car on the high side. All clear, all clear. The car behind you, closing on you. The gap is 1.8 seconds.
Yeah, I feel like the other one was big time luck, so this one would be even bigger luck if it happens.
Back to the point, 30 laps to go. Chris Gomes out in front, still needing to make one more stop as Joe Bennett makes his final trip to pit lane.
Got one inside.
3 car coming fast underneath.
Stay high.
Clear, clear.
Clear low, clear low. Inside.
All right, 20 car coming now underneath.
There. Hold the line. All
Clear.
clear, all clear. Inside.
13's gonna be looking low. There he is.
The car behind
Chris Gomes still maintaining.
And through it, you are clear low.
They're just waiting for the opportunity for a caution to give them that chance to pit under yellow. There's only 9 trucks on the lead lap, 10 now. On the lead lap as Herod takes it back from Chris Gomes.
Game K88
Caution were
is
to come
now
out. You
following.
get another truck on the lead lap, but not many. So the opportunity to take that last set of tires late here would be huge for a lot of these drivers that made their pit stops at lap 71.
Hey, gang, K.
Chris Gomes, Jesse Redding in second, Dylan Bryant, Mark Collins, Tom Barish. That's your top 5 presently.
Outside. The car
Their last stop.
Outside, clear.
Tires.
1.4 seconds.
All 5
clear,
of those
all
drivers
clear.
at the front of the field were fuel only, so they're saving a set for that last stop. Fingers crossed they can catch the yellow, but it doesn't look like this. Chris Gomes is going to pull hard left to pit lane. Can he get her rolled down in time? Dylan Bryant with the lead now.
Got one outside.
97 fast outside.
The car behind is closing on you.
Clear up.
5.1 seconds. Stay low. There's a car on the high side. Just keep hitting your mark. You're going to need rubber shortly. Take it easy.
Oh, wow, you were right about my tire.
There's your tire warning.
Redding a 1683. A little trouble on the stop for the 721.
Wonder which one it is.
Without back in command here with just about 25 laps remaining from Charlotte Motor Speedway. 3.2 seconds back to Mark Collins. Again, the top 3 now made their stop at lap 71. When are they going to make the trip to pit lane again?
You pay for the whole tire, you use the whole tire, though, so. I'll pit if it gives me the meatball.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 2.1 seconds. The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 3.2 seconds.
13 trucks on the lead lap right now. Tommy Welch is one of them.
Yeah, yellow right here.
Need that yellow.
Past
Yellow
the 2
would be
of the
nice.
not for position, but he's trying to build the gap, maybe a buffer between himself.
I'd have Superman tires.
and Bryant.
Yeah, you would.
Is there any close battles on the track happening?
Not really. I was actually just going through everybody. There's a 4-second gap between first and second. Another few seconds between second and third. Let's see.
Doing the math right. The top
Sean Roberts and Chris Klein were somewhat close until Sean just made his way by.
10 laps or so, maybe less.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 4
No,
seconds.
it's
Got
all
one inside.
any longer.
The car
spaced
behind is
out.
closing on you. The gap
2
is
underneath, clear.
2.2 seconds. Stay high. There's the car on the
Joe
low side.
trying to get a
The
lap
car
back.
behind
He'll
is
do
closing
so
on
with
you.
ease.
The gap is 2.1
Again, Ryan's out there on
seconds.
older tires right now. So these guys are going to make short work getting their laps back now with 23 to go. Top 3 drivers just hoping for a caution.
I might just run it out of fuel and park it on the start-finish line.
It's Gap City everywhere.
Bob Ryan again. Now Jonas in 12th spot. Back on the lead lap.
Go low.
Still a ways back.
Got one
26
inside.
seconds plus.
4 underneath.
The car behind is closing
Clear.
on you. The gap is 1.3 seconds. All clear, all clear.
Thanks, Chris.
Albert Anderson commenting on Lori's comment. Great race so far. I'll agree to that.
Go low.
Albert Anderson says, for sure, only one caution. How dare you number them with only 21
Got one
to
inside.
go? We're going to have like 12 now.
Stay high. Clear low, clear low.
Hey, Todd, how's it going? I think that's Todd.
Ryan still enjoying a lead here. 4.5 seconds back to Mark Collins. Still
Oh, I think it's my right front going out.
next will be the 90 of Carson Rowland.
Got one
9's going to be
inside.
looking low.
Still
There
there.
he is.
The car behind is closing on you. The gap is
Clear.
1.1 seconds. All clear, all clear.
Again, I'm pretty sure the top 3 are going to have to make a stop here in the next 5 or so laps, if that. Now Caleb Sisk up to the 3rd spot. Sisk is going to his final stop
Caleb
tonight.
Sisk, I think, is going to have this in a bag if we don't see a caution.
Position.
The leader is pitting now.
Yep, Dylan Bryant's heading down pit road.
Sisk gonna try and
Mark
work some
Collins
traffic.
and Tom Barish still have to go down pit road.
Gets alongside and clear as Scott Milner. Next, Paul Ferdiani on the list.
Unless they're really playing a long game. Last time they were on pit road was lap 71.
Still the last 2 drivers to pit. Last 3 actually would be Barish as well.
You got one
24
inside.
throwing it inside.
Still there? Hold your line. Got about 5 laps. Stay high. Clear
Almost
low,
getting
clear
the
low.
here when later this run goes, and too late. Dylan Bryant heads to pit lane. Couldn't wait any longer.
Inside. Stay
There you go.
high.
One more inside.
Still there. Clear low,
Clear.
clear low.
34 is going to be next.
Inside.
Inside.
Stay high.
So that will relinquish the lead to now Mark Collins.
90 is going to be behind him,
On the low
He will
side.
need to make pit stop still as well.
as well as the 21.
Tom Barish,
high.
which will eventually give the lead back to the 6 of Caleb
Clear
Sisk.
low, clear low. Inside.
It should end up
Little racing here where we're at.
Skylar Herod possibly 3rd.
Stay high. There's the car on the low
Yeah, we
side.
are.
Roberts and Herod right now.
Clear low, clear low.
Like to see him make a mistake.
Inside.
All right, 79 behind you now. Looking inside.
Stay high. All clear, all clear.
Clear, clear.
Roberts has it for the time being. That's P5.
You have 3 laps of fuel left, Brian.
Bottom of the racetrack.
Just remember, and I'm not only saying this because of what happened last time, but these tires are very, very old under brake. They're going to give you a problem. So watch your your bias.
Oh, yeah.
So with 15 laps to go, Mark Collins is your leader.
Oh, man, that right front is going down.
You're
Collins,
losing
though,
on the
needing
car
to make a
front.
pit stop,
The
but I
gap is
imagine it could come this time
1.1
by.
seconds. The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 9.9 seconds. You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
What, can I only make it one more? Yeah.
Yeah, one more.
Cut there. I don't know if he's going to get dinged for that. That was almost, I think it was all 4 wheels into that red paint.
Oh, we got one more in it, Derek. One more, and about 1,000,000 to 1 chance.
55 this time.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
Collins stays out yet again.
Don't forget to pit this lap for more fuel.
Well, that's a shame.
All right, take it easy.
Dylan Bryant on French tires.
car in
He's going
front
to
is
get cleared
pitting.
quickly, get his lap back.
31 this time, 31.
Bryant showing the 20th position. It's going to be a tough night for him when this is all said and done.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3.
For Collins, I
2,
don't think it's going to matter.
1.
Caleb Sisk is
Right
there.
here.
Tom Barish on pit lane.
That's it.
So
Go.
lead change again here with
All right,
12
go, go,
laps
go.
to go. Caleb
Make them
Sisk
last
back
the
out
rest
of
And
the
of
watch
the
the
race.
apron.
Collins is going to make the call to come to pit lane
The
now.
leader is coming up on you. They're not at fight.
All right, got clear. You're clear to merge. 1 coming way up by the wall.
Got 1 outside.
6 outside. You're clear up
high,
behind them.
Clear high. Got 1 outside. You're clear high. Clear high.
Well, these guys gambled and it just didn't pay off. They did still have tires sitting over the wall. It was a good gamble. If the caution were to come out, they would have been in the catbird seat, but it's just not meant to be tonight.
Yeah, Steve-O, well.
10 laps to go, coming to 9, and Sisk is still your leader. Brian McCann finishing up his pit work. Dan bolted on his last set of tires as well.
Fortunately, there was no playoff cuts after this. Well, there is playoff cuts, but I'm locked in. So this was a for a fun race for us.
Wyatt back in 22nd, 1 lap down. That pit speeding or that pit mistake that he made looked almost like a spin, but it resulted in the 2 fast entering penalty for the 7 of Brian McCann, who was so strong so early. Not likely to have a solid finish tonight. Top 3 as they run: Caleb Sisk, Connor Leach, Sean Roberts.
You know what, Brian? Maybe it's just getting the bad luck out of the way before the
laps to go.
Races that count start.
That's what I'm saying.
4th and 5th.
Let's see, where are we racing next week?
Caution would certainly make
Nashville, Michigan. That's going to be a good track for me. Watkins Glen, I'm pretty good there, but Connor's a really good road racer. Pocono, I'm probably going to be good there in Atlanta. That's going to be anybody can win a race.
Yeah, I definitely love me some Michigan.
So really, I need to win at Pocono.
I can actually get to Michigan going up and through Canada in 4 hours.
Nice. Have you been to Canada?
An hour and 15 minutes from Watkins Glen. No, I haven't, not yet.
Five and a half laps to go for race leader Caleb Sisk.
Gaining on the car in front. The gap is 1.9 seconds.
Never been to Michigan.
Caleb with only 2 wins on the season, but he hasn't won all the races to date.
No, me neither.
He's missed a few here and there. Trying to pick up win number 3.
Thank you, Cleek.
Be a hometown win for the driver of the 6 out of Statesville, North Carolina, just a bit north of the Speedway.
This is less than optimal.
Well, that explains why you wear shorts in the winter time, Derek.
Outside. Stay low, there's a car on the high side.
Funny enough, I do the same thing.
6 miles to go for the 6.
Yeah, my legs don't get cold, just my upper body.
1.5 seconds. You're clear high, clear high. Two to go this time by. Inside, stay high. Clear low, clear low.
Caleb's just got to run clean and smooth to the end here. But there's no caution to contend with. He's got a
there you go, way to take 2.
Lead over
almost got a track cut there.
Sean Roberts with a stellar afternoon. Started in the 25th position, currently running in 3rd.
That would have been the real pass in the grass.
Might see a battle between 2nd and 3rd here before this one's over. Roberts with a limp.
I might get 19th.
Tires by about 5 laps.
Give me 19th.
All right, man. White flag
Last
at the
lap
line.
was a 10th quicker than Connor Leach.
We're in a big time race here.
Time they're about equal.
Oh, he's fast. I ain't gonna be able to catch him. Oh, we got the same lap on our tires, so he's on the same strategy.
Coming to the start-finish line. There it is, final lap for Caleb.
Yeah, keep the lap, bro.
Hold the fireworks. Oh, can I get him on exit?
Corner, he's up high.
Still there.
Up against the wall.
I got him.
Still there.
Yep, you got him.
Come on. All clear, all clear.
That's a point.
There's the flag. It's over.
Caleb Sisk starting in the
Might have
7th
been able to get
position.
you on that last
Dropped
lap.
just outside the top 10 early. Took care of his tires.
good race,
Started to
everybody,
work his
and
way
don't
back
hurt
through
this
and some
cover.
quick pit stops and strategy. He'll take the win here at Charlotte Motor
I heard he
Speedway as he
wasn't.
crosses the start-finish line.
LOL.
Second place battle is going to end with Connor Leach taking it.
Yeah, I saw
Sean
that pole
Roberts will come
disappear
home
pretty quick.
third. Chris Goins fourth.
Yeah,
Skylar
all y'all
Harry will
young
pick up
cats
the 5th spot.
vote for the protect Jeff Gordon.
Thank you, Derek.
Raise hell, praise Dale. I agree.
Let's look at this little accident I had
There's
on
one
pit
stat
road.
that matters. Gordon won in all but one track that he raced at. Earnhardt got half his wins at 4 tracks.
Win number 3 on the season for Caleb Sisk. Picks it up here.
Look it up.
The home race.
My God.
How fast was I? Oh,
7 championships.
Way to lock it
In a
down.
much weaker series.
58. No wonder I got speeding.
Oh, don't even go there. Weaker my ass.
And if we just get a team photo here.
I may have could have locked it up around here and got below the
Absolutely,
speed.
it was weaker with all the regulation
Oh, that's a cute guy.
Oh well,
to keep the cars relatively close.
we'll be here next week.
Celebration complete or continuing, however you want to look at it. We're going to step
Thank you,
aside here,
repeat.
get a quick break
Yep.
out of the way. We'll be back
All right, Brian.
with our top
I
3
will
finishers
catch up with
after
you.
this.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Have a good night, and I'll catch you again soon.
When we
Later.
were doing radiothons for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.